has recently been discovered as an excellent medical properties. How do you see the jackfruit as a future in Kerala cuisine? It's not very widely popular in Malayali restaurants across the world or across India, but I'm sure it will become a part of the Kerala cuisine very soon. What is your take on it?
It is interesting that you point this out. So I grew up eating a lot of chakka. Honestly, it was like it was a staple at my house. But increasingly, I'm seeing that I see this lesser and lesser in markets also. So my father actually he grows rambutan in Bayreuth. So before he started growing rambutan. He considered jackfruit for a while. And an interesting thing that he told me was that pretty much all the jackfruit that is grown in Kerala is actually exported to Thailand. Uh, because it fetches a much better price in Southeast Asia, and also that increasingly the consumption of it locally is going down. I would imagine for two reasons. One, same thing. It's a fairly smelly fruit, so you have to really know how to deal with it. It's not a fruit where you can just pick up, cut, leave in your fridge for days to come. Like you really have to kind of understand how the fruit behaves, how it decomposes over a period of time, and it's a very large fruit, right? Like you have to, if you buy one, you are pretty much saddled with it for a very long period of time. So we at the restaurant also we haven't done it yet, but we also want to kind of bring jackfruit to the forefront in its dessert form, in its chakka which is the form, like as an alternative to tapioca also, because it has this very gentle sweetness to it also, unlike tapioca. Um, so I think if anything, if it is becoming, if it's losing its popularity, I could be wrong on this, and this is just a personal. If it is losing its popularity in Kerala, I would only believe that it's because it's an inconvenient ingredient per se. It's sticky. It's like it has a sap. It has to be wrapped a certain way. But that being said, I have a close friend of mine who is mad about jackfruit and mad about chakka, to the point that every time he comes to Kerala, he pays about 10 to 15 kilos of excess baggage to fly jackfruit from Kerala to Delhi, and then that becomes a supply for the next 6 months. He cooks it in the form of putta, and all of these things, so extremes, of course. But I think with the right impetus, I think restaurants can do this, because it also works a lot better at scale.